know the vibes. It's your boy Garments, and you over here now tuned into the Unappreciated Podcast, where we give flowers. We give all the appreciation and the credit to the creators that really be doing it behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. So without further ado, I would like to introduce my brother, DJ Flip, make the money flip. If you're not familiar with him, that's his tag. He makes hit records. That's what he does for a living. You know what I'm saying? Gold and platinum plaques. From the likes of Trippie Redd down to Phoenix flexing and you know, a lot of West Coast vibes. You know, he just has a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even down south, legend. You know what I'm saying? My brother, DJ Flip, man.
Sunlight.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's all right? Like, we can start out with like. Tell us where your background, man, and where you come from, man. Like, where were you born? Like, what got you into this stuff, man?
So I'm from Palmdale, California. It's a little town, 45 minutes north of LA, an hour north of LA. Mm-hmm. It's basically just a little desert town, ain't shit to do. That's kind of how I got into music, bro, because there was nothing to do out there growing up. Mm-hmm. So all I could do was fucking be locked in my room DJing.
Just back to back.
Just back to back vinyls, just scratching and shit. That's how I started, bro.
That's hard.
It's crazy.
So you actually do the real DJing. It's not just production.
Oh yeah, nah, bro. I got techniques tatted on me. It's a famous brand.
That's fire.
Company,
My uncle's one of the people that was doing
Shout
some
out
of
Techniques.
the stuff with techniques, man. That's
bro,
crazy.
I got the original 1200s. I even got the tone arm tatted on me. I got this when I was like 14, bro.
That's fire.
This whole sleeve, bro.
That's
I
crazy.
hid that shit from my mom and all that.
That's crazy.
You know what's crazy?
You
know what's crazy is because one day I went to the mall with my mom, mm-hmm. and then we were like shopping and shit, and then I went in the little room where you change your clothes and shit, and you try clothes on.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, you think the shirt looks good? And I didn't notice that like I had it, like you could see my whole sleeve, and I was hiding this whole sleeve from her for like a year straight. And she's like, what the fuck is that? She saw my arm and she was like, what the fuck? Oh, hell no. She started freaking out, you know, Latina mom. She's like, ay, Dios mío. She started tripping out.
Yeah, because that was my first tattoo I ever got was like my lion tattoo. And my mom was like, you never gonna get a tat. I'm like, I'm Leo. I'm the big Leo, so I gotta get the big lion tat. I came home and she was like, wow. You're actually tougher than I thought. I said, damn, Mom, that's how you feel about me?
Little did she know I had my whole chest tatted already, all that shit.
Oh, you was already fully at it.
I already had the whole everything, bro.
That's crazy, yo. So, so you should just DJ in a room going crazy in the crib? Or you would, like, go other places?
Oh, yeah, so I would practice at my house, basically. So I was a little kid. I started DJing when I was, like, 10 years old, bro. So I'd basically just... I'd be locked in my room. I wasn't able to go nowhere at 10 years old, you know what I'm saying? So I'd be in my room just getting all my favorite songs and just practice. Like, I don't know, something about scratching, just like the old school scratching.
Just like scratching.
It just like made me like, it just like, I love that shit,
yeah,
bro.
It
inspired me so much.
It's beautiful noise to me, like for a fact, because like, you know, growing up in the Bronx and stuff like that and seeing my uncle do what he was doing, you know, peace to Love Bug Starsky, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Just by him doing what he was doing, you know, I always had the love for the DJ, and I realized that the DJ deserves way more credit than they usually get, because they are the master. You know, there's the master of ceremonies, there's the MC, and there's the DJ, but at certain times, the DJ has to be the MC as well. When there's no rapper or anything, you gotta be like, hey, put your hands up, yeah, hold up. And then you back on then you go back that way. That's like crazy technique, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a skill.
Yeah, it's a crazy
It's
talent.
crazy because I never really got into the MC part of it. Like, I used to bring an MC.
You used to bring
I'll bring someone
MC?
like you. I'll be like, someone that's fire like you. I'm like, yo, come through.
Go up in there and be like,
I'm DJing tonight.
Hey, don't be surprised if you see me on one of DJ Flip set, like, Garments, you already know what time it is. We about to go crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, over time I got a little better though, you know, but I've always just been too shy to like use my voice. I don't know why.
Right.
Now it's normal. Now it's easy, you know, but back then as a kid I used to just like I start shaking like, hell no, I ain't talking on this mic. You know what I'm saying? I'm goofy, you feel me?
Right, and you're like, I don't know what to say and stuff like that. Like,
it's
what's
gonna be
the
corny,
lingo? Like what's the, you don't even know what the lingo is right
I ain't gonna cap. I tried it once at this club. I forgot what I said, but nobody reacted. I was like, oh yeah. I was like 14 years old. I was like 15. I was like,
hey, everybody put your hands up.
I forgot what I said. I was like, make some noise or some shit, or like if you horny or something. I forgot what I said. I don't know. I said some dumb shit, and everyone just looking at me. I was like, oh yeah, I'm never doing this shit again, bro.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So from that, like just DJing and stuff like that, you always knew what the hits sound like. Yeah. And the BPM and stuff like that. For people at home that don't know what BPM is beats per minute, you know what I'm saying? And that dictates a hit. You could explain that to them a little bit more.
Beats per minute, yeah. BPM, you gotta, the tempo, you know, it's key. The tempo is key, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find your right tempo, the right BPM for you. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of them West Coast songs that we were making, those are like around like 95 BPM to 105 BPM, and that's like that West Coast like swag.
And that West Coast, it seemed like the West Coast swag right now is kind of matching with like the Detroit sound right now is heavy, like ESTG and all these guys. Like
I feel like they've always sounded
that
the same.
style is kind of similar. Is it the same BPM or is it different?
It's a little slower. It sounds slower? Faster, but it's a little slower.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
that.
like the BPMs. I don't know, from like the shit that I've heard, like it just, I'll see the BPMs and because I'll hear music, then I'll pull it up and I'll count the BPMs. Right. So I can make a beat like that. I'm like, damn, this beat's hard. Like, what tempo is this? And then I'm like, damn, 87 BPM. Like, what the fuck is slower than the West Coast? Like, right. 90 BPM. Like, what the hell? You feel me? I'll be tripping out on that. So
that's crazy.
It's just that I don't know. I feel like Detroit music and LA music, West Coast music.
It's similar to it's the sound. It's like the protocol hit
like
sound.
The melodies.
Right now. Yeah.
The melodies. The drums are different. The melodies are very similar.
So
sound like some Dr. Dre shit.
So based off of doing, let's say this. So basically coming from the DJing and stuff like that, what made you start? After you knew what the hits were sounding like and stuff like that, what made you transition over to making like just beats or like figuring out like what was the process on like your first beat and how how that came to you? Well,
I've always wanted to make beats because my friends produce around me, right? And I was always DJing, so I just DJ'd, and I just like one day, bro, like I was DJing all these clubs in Hollywood, and I was getting around networking, and I just kind of burned all my relationships in Hollywood, bro. Like I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying? I was like 15, 16. I was burning.
You was really running amok at 15, 16?
Yeah, I was DJing all the clubs in Hollywood. I figured out how to get into every club, bro, by paying the security guards, and then I went in and networked with every promoter, and this is kind of how my career started, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I did all that, and then there was this altercation I had with this promoter. He just finessed me, bro. Like it was like $100 he was gonna pay me, and he ended up telling me like, here's like $30 or some shit.
Damn.
And I stole my mom's car to get here, bro. Like I used to steal my mom's car, like my parents. Like I used to do, like kids, if you watching this, don't fucking do this. You know what I'm saying?
Don't steal your parents' car.
Okay? I used to wait till they went to. I used to wait. Like literally, my parents would get home from work, whatever, and they'll sleep at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I'll literally just wait till they sleep, wait 30 minutes.
Put the car in neutral and
sneak
just
in the room, fucking take the keys out.
Yeah.
Put the, you know what I'm saying, and just mob it to Hollywood from Palmdale, hour drive.
Crazy.
And
just to go for the night, few hours to be.
Just so I could network and shit and like get in the club. I just wanted to DJ a club, bro.
Right.
I wanted to be that guy on stage, like turning this shit up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then as I was doing that so much, and these promoters would like promise me like $100, $50, and that was cool with me. Just put gas in the car, you know what I'm saying? Solid, and I get some food, cool. I was cool with that. And then there was like this altercation I had with this promoter. He just kept fucking me over. Every night I'd go DJ. Like he'd just come up with an excuse, like you didn't bring enough people, I can't pay you tonight. Even though I had the club cracking, bro, that shit was popping. Like I had everyone dancing, enjoying, screaming the whole night. Everyone's like, you're fired. People taking pictures of me, like loving me. And
I would have been tight.
At the end of the night, he's like,
bro,
yeah, bro, like you didn't bring nobody. Like,
right.
I didn't know the business like that. I didn't know you had to bring a bunch of people, and it's politics. They want DJs.
But I thought that was the promoter's job in order to bring
but these promoters hire DJs so they can bring people as well. They want to hire a popular DJ. They want to hire a DJ that can bring 50 people. That way
at least. So that way when the promoter comes, it's like it makes him look even better when they're making that.
So, and I remember there was this one night I brought a party bus. I forgot what I did. The last night, this is when I fucked up my plug. The promoter kept doing this to me, like, I can't pay you. And then on the last night that this happened, I brought a party bus, and I brought like 40 people. I forgot how many. I brought a lot of people. I was a little kid. And the promoter did some bullshit. He's like, bro, I only paid $30. You should have brought like 10 more people. Or I was like, or some shit. I forgot what happened. I got so mad, bro. I fucking spit in my hand and I slapped the shit out of him in front of his whole entourage. I was like, boom! Like I slapped.
He did some wrestling things, kids. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is just TV.
Don't do this.
You know, don't do this. But you know what I'm saying? Don't let people disrespect you. At least, you know, let them know you can no longer show up and then, you know, just walk off.
Yeah, walk off the job. I caught that perfect. I was so passionate about this shit, bro. It just like, it hurt me, dog. Like, you know, and I just, like, I stole my mom's car. I even got a party bus and I stole my mom's car to get here. Like, I did the most, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. So I slapped him and then I remember after I slapped him, he was like I hit him. He was like, and then all his friends were right there with him. It was like, they say, you're the promoter?
Did he look back at you like Terminator? Did he look at you like?
No, look, you're the promoter right now. And all the people here is your entourage. This is your entourage.
Yeah.
Right here. And I'm by myself. You're the promoter.
Right.
And I just like, bitch slapped you. Bah! And then all these guys are like about to fuck me up. You feel me? And then he just like, he lifts his face up and he's like, nah, to his entourage. He's like, he's good. Like, he stopped his entourage from jumping me. He's like, he's good. He just looked at me and I just walked away, bro. I was like, shit, this is gonna get ugly. And I just left.
Like, yeah, he a punk, you feel me?
Nah, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. It was impulse, bro. I was like a little kid that was impulsive. Like,
right.
I used to get in a lot of fights growing up and like I used to just like, as a little kid, I got in a lot of trouble, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
I got arrested hella times as a little kid, been to jail, was in county jail, did everything, like everything you could think of that you wouldn't ever picture me doing this shit.
Right.
But I was a dumb kid.
So look, from that, after you burnt that bridge, that was it. Was that the end? That was the end. It was like, yo, I gotta make beats and like make the hits that these people are turning up to in the club.
So
like, what was the transition from you going to that, from being the DJ, lit DJ, and then like I want to make a beat or try to make.
I was already making beats, but this is how I transitioned. I'm gonna get to it. Look. So I was already kind of making beats. I wasn't good or nothing. I had a couple producer friends, and then after I slapped this promoter, you know, I noticed that I wasn't getting booked no more in Hollywood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, see what happens?
I wasn't getting booked no more.
Don't choose violence. Violence is not the way.
Yeah, don't do that shit. I don't recommend this to nobody, you know?
Yeah.
I couldn't get booked in Hollywood no more. And I was like, man, I kind of like gave up for a second. Then I went to like, back to like trapping and shit. Like, getting money.
Right.
And then as I was doing that, I wasn't trapping drugs or nothing. I wasn't doing, I just called it trapping. I was hustling, getting money, bro. I'm not gonna get into detail, but I was getting money, bro. And after doing that for a couple years, 2-3 years, I started like getting bored of that shit. Like, man, like this is not what I love to do. I love music. Like, what am I doing?
Right.
You know, so one day, like, I don't know, like one day my brother-in-law, he's like, hey bro, like I was living with him and shit in San Diego. He's like, hey bro, you wanna smoke? And I never smoked weed before. I was 21 years old at this time. I never smoked weed.
Right. Hey, we don't promote smoking weed, but people do smoke weed for medicinal uses, and it helps a lot of issues.
I have Tourette's syndrome, bro, and I have ADHD, dog. That's why I twitch. If you guys see me doing this, like, I have Tourette's. Weed cures me, bro. Like,
it's medicinal.
I need weed.
Yeah,
if
that's
not,
good.
I'm gonna be like having twitches.
Shout out to Snoop and the people that do smoke, you know what I'm saying? But it's medicinal. I don't smoke or drink. I used to, but you know, I'm a changed man. But
yeah, bro, I have medical conditions, bro. Like,
me, I was just doing it because it was just, I was bored.
No.
And then I realized I wasn't having fun no more unless I was out of my mind.
No, me, bro, I really need this shit, dog. Like, if I don't smoke weed, you'll start noticing, like, damn, you'll think I do crack or something. Like, I'll start twitching a lot, and it's like,
hey, but
it's like, it fuck with my life. It fuck with me my whole life, bro.
Right. But most creatives usually have, like, you know,
wrong with them.
Something's off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is what it is, though. But that's why you're a legend in my eyes. You feel me?
Thank
like,
you, bro.
You know, a lot of people don't get the credit what they deserve, you know what I'm saying? And for me, on this show / podcast, I want to really give people the credit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really appreciate you. We done some super dope music together, but we still gonna get to that. But I really want to let them know, like, the levels and the tiers. So for the people that are listening and the people that have dreams of making music and maybe one day be a hit maker, have gold and platinum plaques, they, like, how would they go? Like, you know, how did it start, you know? How?
It honestly started right where I left off, where I was telling you, bro. Like, it started there, bro. Like, when I started DJing at a young age, it started there. My journey started right there. I didn't even notice. Now I look back, I'm like, damn, that's when my journey started.
Right.
It started when I was a little fucking kid. You know, I had to slap this promoter to do this. I had to do, if that didn't happen, none of this shit would be happening right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe in, that's when I got spiritual and I started believing in the universe.
Right.
And believing in the law of attraction and believing
positivity and all of that being
I
the
started,
key.
because I really molded my mind into being this positive person. But I used to be really violent, dog. Not violent, but like I used to get in a lot of fights, bro.
Just negative.
Like
just
negative, like you dogging me, I'll dog you right back. You know what I'm saying? And we walking in the mall, like I was that kid, bro. Like as a little, you know, like I was stupid. Like now you'll never think that of me. Like I'm such a square, bro. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm such a fucking square. I just like a little nerd or something, you know? Like it's cool. I love being like this because I'm happy. I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, dog, like I used to be like that, man. That's kind of when my journey started, bro. Started back then. And yeah, like to go back to what I was saying, like after I slapped that promoter, nobody was booking me no more. And then, you know, I moved to San Diego, lived with my brother-in-law, and he lit up a joint for me. And after I lit up that joint, it just made me want to make beats, bro. Like, I started slowing my money down in the hustle I was doing. I was hustling. I started noticing like it's getting slow over here because of the weed. I'm over here like getting distracted, and I want to make beats now, and I'm not hustling as hard over here. I'm like, yo, I gotta just do music. So I started driving every week again from San Diego to Hollywood to go network again, you know, to these clubs. I started hitting up my old connects from San Diego, and I started going to Hollywood, and at that time I was starting to make beats again, and I was just getting inspired because of the weed.
Right.
It's weird. The weed made me want to make music again.
It does that a lot to people.
It's weird, bro. I
like creatively, a lot of the greats, they have either smoked weed or some type of psychedelic that actually gave them an enhanced, it enhanced a different part of their mind or their brain, you know what I'm saying? And it actually boosted their creative process.
And then everything just started coming to me, bro. Like dope producers, like a lot of, like for example, like Big Head on the beat, he made Gucci Gang. Like a lot of big producers, like they were around me. They just started coming around me. And they weren't big yet. They were just regular people.
Right.
No clout, 0 followers. Just people just getting put in my life. Like Floyd Mayweather's DJ Jay Bling, like all them. Like
shout out to Bling.
Yeah, this is my Jay Bling known me since I was 13. That's what I'm saying. Like this God, the universe, just put this shit in front of me, bro.
Right. Yeah, it's
you know
exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, like I said, after I started smoking weed, I got more focused on beats, and that's when everything changed, bro. Like I stopped trapping over there. I ended up moving back to my mom's house. She had like this little studio apartment. It's like the size of this fucking studio, and I would sleep right there. And it was me, Big Head, and Gene Hills. Big Head on the beat, you know, he's a hit maker. We would all be there making beats every day. And then I remember Big Head had this fucking website, SoundClick, and he was making like $500 a month from it. And I was like, damn, you're making money off your beats? Like that gave me hope. Right. And then I started my own website, and bro, I sold a beat for $150, and I was like, this is over. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I was like, if I can make $500 a month from beats, I will never do anything negative. I would just do this for the rest of my life. If I could just make $500 a month or $200, anything.
Right.
And next thing you know, bro, like fast forward a couple of months later, I'm making $20,000 a month just selling beats on the website, and I just started getting serious with beats. Like I've been making beats since I was like 15, but I got serious when I was 21, bro.
Wow.
I'm 29 now. I got serious when I was 21 with it. After I stopped hustling and doing all that other bullshit.
No distraction. You realized that there was business.
After I hit the blunt for the first time, that shit changed my life.
That's crazy.
Shout out to my brother-in-law.
Right.
Shout out to Samir. If you watching this, man, that motherfucker gave me weed, and now I'm a machine, dog. You feel me?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Bro, it really stopped me from blinking, and like, cause I have bad Tourette's. It really stopped me from, like, it calmed me down and got me focused.
And then it gets you to be able to do control your anxiousness.
And it stopped me from being like a hothead. Like, I was like I used to get in a lot of fights and shit.
You just laid back,
club, squabbling, like, you know, it was just bad.
So yeah, so
it
after
just made me a regular calm person.
After all of that, right, and you finally started making, you know what I'm saying, like making money. Not even making money. What was your first beat that you feel like that was crazy, that you was impressed with, that it made people like, was like, wow?
You
know what I'm saying? Not one that the world knows, like the hits that the world knows. Let's go back to like one of the hardest ones that you did that you feel like nobody really knew about.
Joe Moses.
Joe Moses.
Disrespectful little N-word.
Yeah, I know about Joe. Yeah, I know about Joe Moses. He's hard. He's hard. He's real hard.
Yeah, so he got on my beat, and that shit was like a LA hit, like a viral hit in LA. It wasn't a big song, but it was like a street anthem.
Right.
And I'm not from LA. I'm from Palmdale, so like I don't know, I didn't really know was popping in the streets like that until I started meeting people in the streets. Like, you made that, you made that, you made that. Like everyone from LA, like, you made this, like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this shit's kind of going up. That's like one of my like, that's kind of what like, that's kind of one of the hardest ones I think that didn't get big.
Right. That's hard.
Back in the day.
That's hard. Joe be doing the hardest music too. He's heavy. He's a beast on the music.
Yeah, we actually got into it once, bro, cause like I don't even want to talk about it.
Nah, don't get
bro,
me.
Bro was hot.
No
he got
info.
mad at me, dog, and then I had to like call him and be like, bro, my bad, dog. I fucked up. I should have did that. He was hot, bro. I posted some shit on Instagram, bro. It's cause like there's some dumb shit that happened years ago. If you go on Instagram, you'll see. If you go like do the history, it's like people posting YouTube videos about it and shit. Like it is what it is. But me and Joe cool now.
Yeah,
we
man.
squashed
Love, man.
that shit,
Hey,
dog.
peace and love to Joe Moses, man.
That's a mafia. That's a general right there, dog. You
Yeah,
feel?
it's a heavy general. Heavy. He's the beast.
But then again, I didn't know any of this shit. Like,
Right.
I'm not from this.
I like all
I'm
the
not
stuff he
from-
did with Future. Yeah, shout out to Pluto too. I like
The thing
everything
is,
he did
like,
with
I'm
Future.
not
It's
from the
crazy.
streets over there. I don't know who the fuck this guy. I don't know if you're a kingpin, you're a fucking drug lord. I don't know if you're this guy, you're a
Right.
killer. I don't
If
know
this
any
is
of this. All I
music
know is,
or is it
all
real
I know is I
life?
didn't get paid for this beat or something. I'm tripping, bro. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's all. I didn't know the politics shit. It's like this. I learned all that shit over the years.
Yeah.
And now I know how to play chess. You know.
So after the Joe Moses, let's keep giving him more. You know what I mean? We gotta give him more extra
Yeah. So like
extras.
And then, after that, like, fast forward a couple months, a year, 2 years, you know, I just started meeting all these rappers that weren't famous and then blew up, like Famous Dex and Uno the Activist, the whole SoundCloud era, like Thousand Band Fani, Uno the Activist, Famous Dex, Smoke Perp, like Lil Pump, like, you know, everybody and shit. You know, they all, before they were famous, I would go to the studio. It was a Big E studio, some engineer we used to fuck with. We don't talk no more, you know, but I ain't got nothing against him. This shit's old news, bro. Shout out to Big E, shout out. It's all love, you know what I'm saying? But he'd have all these artists over there and, you know, and I'd leave beats on the computer and these fools would pull up before they weren't even famous yet. And they'd just make songs on my beats. And next thing you know, Famous Dex dropped 10 songs. They got 20 million views on them, 15 million views. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, they all got recorded at that studio.
And then you hearing that DJ Flip, make the money flip.
I'm hearing DJ Flip, my tag, I'm hearing that shit getting played everywhere. I'm like, damn, 10 million views every day on 10 different videos, like 15 million. I'm getting followers, people starting to fuck with me and shit. Well, I wasn't just getting followers from that. I would actually, people would, like Famous Dex would drop a song, and then I'd go follow all of his followers and like all their photos and shit. And like,
Smart, just so they know who you are. They
like,
know
I already
that
you hear my name, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna see the producer that.
Yeah, you're like, but this is me, like, so y'all can see that this is me as an actual person. It's
I'd
not
hustle.
it's not just the tag. You got to
Yeah.
know that this is a person that you can support.
Yeah, I had to hustle it, bro. Like, every
Yeah.
time I made songs for people, I did my part. I was like, I gotta get something out of this. So I started following all of all of their followers, liking all their pictures,
Right.
commenting on their shit. I even got bots and shit to like do it all for me.
Crazy.
And that shit just like got me attention, bro. Like, oh, DJ Flip, the guy that produced Geek on a Bitch with Famous Dex and PlayboiCarti, like just like my photo and shit. So now people tapping in, following me, supporting
That's crazy.
me.
So that means you was doing it.
feel
You
me?
was recording you did stuff with PlayboiCarti before he was even PlayboiCarti heavy like that.
Yeah, at first I didn't like him, bro, because he was in the studio and he was just like you know, he was acting like a rapper, you know?
Yeah.
But this is kind of like in the beginning for me too. I was like 22, 22 years old, 21. I don't really know too much either. I came from this other world, bro. Like, I was fighting a lot and doing shit. I was bitch slapping promoters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
and I see these rappers over here. I see these rappers.
He's part-time Ric Flair. I don't know what to tell y'all.
Bro, I thought I was
He be
invincible,
slapping
bro.
people. I was hoping that I could get through this whole interview without getting slapped.
No, bro. I haven't been in a fight in I haven't been in a fight in like 10 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm the most nicest, coolest, chillest person now, dog. But it's just like, that's why people see this, all my friends think, damn, who'd you beat up? I'm like, bro,
Nah,
it's
he
not
was,
a fight.
hey, I'm gonna tell y'all how that happened if y'all looking. He was punching pit bulls square in the face.
Yeah, yeah, dog. So every weekend
He
I go
snuffed
fight.
4 pit bulls and knocked them out.
Yeah, every weekend
Clean.
I train with pit bulls and shit.
Nah, we don't promote dog fighting and none of that.
have to bleep
I'm
that.
just saying, like, I just say it, but
We're
you
just
know what I mean?
playing.
Yeah.
Nah, I was at the fucking arcade and I hit the stupid punching bag at the arcade. You know the punching bag.
Yeah, the
Let
one
me
that
tell
tells you the
what
power
happened, bro.
level.
Let me tell you exactly what happened. People don't even know, bro. I busted my fucking hand, got 11 stitches, almost lost my finger because of fucking OT Genesis. That motherfucker. Let me tell you, bro.
What happened? 'Cause
Shout out to
OT
OT Genesis. But I beat his score. Let me tell you, he was at the arcade hitting the punching bag, right? He was hitting that shit. Boom, boom. And like he didn't even know I was there. I just seen him, you know, and I seen OT. I was like, that's OT Genesis hitting the little punching bag. So when he leaves, he's with some girl. And when he leaves, I go and hit the punching bag. I wanted to go see what his score was. Like the last score was like 802. It said 802. I was like, I could hit this harder. So I started playing with this thing and I hit it, bro, so hard. I went through it and I cracked this metal fan that was behind it. And I busted my whole hand. But I got an 804. He had an 802.
You was like, it was worth the pain and gain. Pain and gain. You hear that? Hard work pays off, baby.
Bro, I seen OT. I'm telling you, we were at the arcade. And we're like, oh, that's OT Genesis right there. He's with some girl. I'm not gonna go bother nobody. But what up, bro? Like, remember me from the studio? Like, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I just seen him hitting the punching bag, and I seen his score. I went over there after he left, and I went to go hit that shit. I was like, I gotta beat OT Genesis. Fuck that.
Hey, he beat him by a few points. Watch, he gonna see this, and he gonna be like, dang, man. I know who beat my score.
I almost broke my fucking hand because of the OT. It was at the K1 speed race. He's gonna remember. He's gonna be like, oh shit. Yeah, I was there. There was nobody there. It was just me and you and like two of my friends, bro. And you was some girl. Like he saw us for sure, bro.
Right. And basically you won, so it don't matter now. He can't say nothing.
I won, bro. I literally won. And I did it with my left hand.
That's crazy.
I was in the left hook. I hit that shit so hard, bro. But
hey, you heard they know. Lucky lefty, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Bro, I had to, dog. That shit was just, I don't know, bro. I get so competitive sometimes when it comes to shit like that. I'm like, man, I hit harder than this fool. So he's all swollen and shit. I'm like, nah, I know I can do it, dog. I don't know. Shout
out to my boy AD too.
Shout out AD. Shout out AD and OT Genesis.
Shout out to AD and OT for sure.
Yeah, shout out to them, bro.
LA legends out here, man. So after that, like, you know, your hand, you know, that still don't stop nothing because you can still use your fingers and make the craziest beats they ever heard.
I have to make it with 2 fingers now. Like, I can't move my middle finger, bro. So.
Hey, you gonna get it back. Don't even trip.
Yeah, it's all good.
You grow back like Wolverine, you know what I'm saying?
I'll be good. I'll be something light.
Yeah, so like with the like let's get down to the nitty-gritty, you know what I'm saying? Like your first plaque. Let's go there. Your first plaque that you ever got and you was like, wow, like who was that by, who was the artist, and what was the process on making the song, and how was that process working with them, you know what I'm saying? And the feeling that you got when you won that, you know what I mean, when you got the plaque.
So it was Trippie Redd for Love Letter to You, the album.
Album's crazy.
Basically, it was just me, 1200. He's a producer, 1200 on the beat. And Trippie Redd, we were, wait, no, I went too far. I'm gonna rewind that real quick. It was me and 1200. I was in my car one day, and I got a random FaceTime call. And it was 1200 on the phone. He's like, hey, gang, pull up, let's cook. Because I guess these famous Deck songs just dropped and they're going crazy, getting 30 million views, 20 million views. So, you know, 1200 done made shit for Kanye West, everybody. And, you know, I've been listening to his music since before I made beats, you feel me?
Right.
I didn't even know who the fuck made these beats. I just been listening to his beats. I didn't even know who the fuck the producer was. I found all this out later. I was like, damn, like, this guy made all these hits I listened to. Like, what the fuck? So I get a phone call from him. He's like, what up, gang? Like, I fuck with you, bro. Let's cook up. Pull up to the crib. I'm in North Hollywood or some shit, Sherman Oaks. I forgot where he was at. I was like, all right, bet. So I pull up, and literally the first beat we make is Love Scars 2. The first beat me and him cooked up was this. Bam. Love Scars 2, bro. Gold. First beat.
Automatic gold.
Right when we pulled up, the first day I pull up, that's the first beat we made. The first fucking beat.
Literally. So y'all hearing that first, man. Trippie Redd, the first beat that he made for Trippie Redd automatically got a gold plaque.
I didn't even make it for Trippie Redd. It was just me and 1200 making beats.
Oh, so you didn't even know it was gonna go to Trippie?
I didn't even know Trippie Redd was a no-one at that time. He didn't even exist at that time.
Wow.
This is like he existed 4 months later.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
So did you when you met Trippie, how was he? Like when he came in the studio?
He solid, bro. Just like a normal kid, bro. He didn't have too many followers on Instagram yet. He had, I think, like 50 people on his live or some shit.
Right.
And because he was on Instagram Live when I pulled up to 1200's house. This is how the Trippie Redd shit happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fast forward it. So I went to 1200's house a couple, like 2-3 months later, and Trippie's over there. And 1200's like, start some shit. And then I was making beats. He was making beats. We're just cooking up. And then Trippie's like, oh, can I make a beat with y'all? And then Trippie came through, and he's like, he didn't know how to make beats, but he knew what he wanted. He started choosing the sounds. And
yeah, he's producing it.
We started like putting this shit together, you know? Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, like this. And then that's when that Blade of Woe song came out. That shit got millions with Famous Dex. That shit blew up too.
Crazy.
Yeah, and so he helped us make that. And that's kind of how, when I met Trippie Redd. and worked with them in person. I never got to like sit in the studio and record them and mix them. This all just happened because I was cooking up with 1200.
And then he just happened to be pulling up.
And he just happened to be pulling up, and next thing, Trippie liked this beat, pulled it up in the studio, and that shit went crazy.
That's wild.
Law of attraction, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely a law of attraction.
Damn, Flash, you got me sweating in this jacket. How do you do this?
I
be seeing you wear these jackets even in the heat and the cold. I be seeing you, bro.
You see, now he done
drip
flipped the interview on me.
You the drip guy.
He said, how do I wear the jackets in all weather? Survey says I go from AC to AC. I do not stand outside for a long period of time. I go outside in front, get my photo off, get the vibe off, and then I'm back in the AC. So it's all a delusion. It's all a prestige. It's magic.
You don't wear it, you'll be cold. I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? You never know. In LA weather, you got 100 degrees during the day, and at night it'll drop to 60, like out of nowhere. Like
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like the weather is bipolar in LA.
I stepped outside for like 10 seconds. I was sweating. I was like, damn, bro, I'm getting
And then you come back in here, you're like, yo,
I need this. I need another jacket.
Now I'm cold. I'm like, yo, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Nah, but we gotta give you your flowers too, bro. You the drip god, dog.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? The hook god and the just everything, the god of everything.
Yeah, man.
God of all music, bro.
I try to be the Swiss Army knife when I'm needed. You know what I'm saying? We can fix any problem we need. You feel me?
When I met you, I didn't really like know of you or nothing like that, but I really just like fuck with your energy, dog.
Right.
The day I pulled up, I was like, this dude's just a cool dude. Like I love people like that. You could be anybody, bro. Like if you have good energy, good personality, I'll fuck with you, bro. I don't know. I just love you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like I got love for you, dog.
You my dog, man.
That's what I'm trying to say. You're a cool dude, man.
I appreciate it, man. That's why I had to come. Look, what do you think? The reason why I wanted you to be on the show is because, like, you know, you do so much work out here, bro. You really the underground king to me. You know what I'm saying? And to a lot of people, because I'll tell you what made me think about you randomly. I was in the Girl Collection, you know, Floyd Strip Club, and shout out to Floyd Mayweather, and I was just hanging out with my boy Lil James, and I heard the little Boosie song. They played it 4 times.
Oh, the one I made?
Yes, I heard it. I heard DJ Flip, make that money flip.
Vegas?
Yeah, I heard it, and I'm like, this is the song he was telling me about. This is the Boosie song that he was telling me about. Shout out to Lil Boosie, man. That was crazy.
That's all I try to do is put plays together, bro. Like Boosie.
How did y'all make that record? I gotta know, because Lil Boosie is a legend for a fact. He's a Southern legend for sure.
Shout out to my Uncle Boosie. That's my uncle, dog. I don't give a fuck what he say. That's Uncle Boosie right there. He showed me love, bro. He showed me hella love, man. He always pulls up, shows me love. He always works on my beats. He always shows me respect. You know, he never I don't know, he's like a real one. He's a real, genuine, humble person.
Right.
I know people look at him like that's Boosie, like, you know, but like he's a real, like, down to earth, solid person. But that song came because he came to the studio. We were doing a session, and I was just pulling up beats like I always do. And he heard this West Coast beat, and he just started mumbling like, twerking like she twerking like she twerking like she twerking on that dick. He started saying it. He just started mumbling this, and he's like, twerk. He's like, well, I got the hook. Then he went in there, he dropped the hook.
Shit.
And I was like, this is hard.
Just back on.
And then he didn't come up with a verse.
So he just freestyling that?
He didn't fuck with it. Yeah, he just freestyled it, and I don't think he fucked with it that much. You know what I'm saying? I kept telling him, like, bro, like, this shit goes crazy. That was my phone. My bad. I was like, bro, this shit goes crazy. Like, I kept saying this. He's like, yeah. And then I guess Almighty J, YBN Almighty J pulled up later. I guess Boosie invited him to do a song with him. And then Boosie, he's like, pull that one song up I had a hook on. Or, you know what I'm saying? That he did that hook on that. He did a hook on that. That's why YBN Almighty J's on that song, because they did a feature. They worked, you know, they worked on that song together. And then
shout out to YBN too, Mob Ties.
Yeah, so YBN did the first verse, and then after he did his verse, Boosie went and did his verse, but then I just switched the verses around, put YBN second. You feel me, dog? And put Boosie's first. I was like, I knew what's gonna be a hit, though.
Because it's Boosie, you making it Boosie single, like he's.
Come on, bro, I got a hit in my head. Yeah, no disrespect to you over there, but this just sounds way better first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just be keeping it 100, bro.
That was my first time ever hearing it, and I didn't even know, and I was like, dang, this is the song, and then I just saw all the dancers just going crazy when it comes on. And I'm
Everyone
like, wow.
loves that song.
When did that get made? When did the Boosie record get made?
That was probably like a year or two ago.
That was a year or two ago?
Yeah, it was kind
that
of
song was
minute.
running, they was running that it came out the day before yesterday type of vibe. Like,
Bro, they play that song every day in the strip club, everywhere. I didn't even go to strip clubs. People just send me videos.
Of it just going off and
Like, hey, bro, your shit's getting played every day. People DM me videos like, I'm in the strip club right now. This shit's going up. DJ Flip, make the money flip. Like, they're just sending me like videos of them listening to the Boosie song in the club. I was in Vegas with my girl and that shit got played.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I just random place. I was in Texas and heard it.
That's why my boy's the underground king, been the underground king, but it's time for him to get his flowers and be the overlord. You feel me? We gotta give my boy a Grammy. We gotta give my boy a couple Grammys, and if it's up to me, I'm gonna get that done. You feel me? Even if we writing, even if we doing whatever we doing, we gonna make the Grammy. It's gonna happen.
You're a multi-granny.
You
feel me? Multi-granny, dog. I respect you, bro. You got talent. I ain't trying to flip this around like an interview, but I had to give you your flowers, bro. You're talented as fuck.
Man, I appreciate
like you go
that,
crazy.
Man. I try to
Flash garments goes fucking crazy. I swear to God.
Garments?
You know what I mean? Yeah, and your energy, everything's just always on point. That's why I fuck with you heavy, dog. And your music, I slap that shit every day in my truck. You feel me?
That's crazy.
If I can't slap it in my truck, I don't want to.
You can't even.
I don't want to even bother with it. You know
That's wild, man. So you got the Boosie, right? And let's go Phoenix flexing. Let's go to the Shorelinemafia era of your life. Like let's get to that because Shoreline had him in a chokehold. Like Like when Shoreline first dropped, it was like people was like didn't know what was going on. Like what kind of vibe is this? Like what is
what
this?
The fuck is this?
Yeah, because it was like during YG and all of them really running amok. Like they was running amok during that time, and then they came with their swag and the style of them, and it was like how did that even originate? That vibe?
Shoreline. So I've known Ohgeesy since I was like 13 years old.
Wow.
This is what I was talking about earlier. Like the universe, you know, everything's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. Like it all happens for a reason, bro. The world started putting shit in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Since I started, I didn't even know until now. You know, I look back now, I'm like, damn, like this is all meant to be. Like God put this person in my life, this person. But yeah, I met Ohgeesy when I was 13. He used to come to all my parties. I used to hang out with his whole family. His whole family, they're boxers, and I used to train at that boxing gym.
Wow.
You know, when I was 10, I started boxing when I was 10. I boxed for 9 years, bro. And
it's crazy. This is exclusive stuff y'all getting right here. Y'all better keep paying attention.
I can't fight no more. Like you could tell if you see my Instagram, you see my videos, you could tell like Flip used to box because you could tell by my stance and the way I fight and hit the bag and train and spar and hit the mitts. But I just suck now. Like I get nervous now. I ain't the same guy as before.
It was Ohgeesy's pops that owned it?
Nah, it was his uncle.
Oh, it was his uncle.
Yeah. So I think it was his uncle. Yeah, because his cousins were like those are like my boxing teammates, and they were the owner's son.
Right.
The kids. You know what I'm saying? His cousins were the owner's kids, so yeah, his uncle.
That's crazy.
So basically, I'd fucking I trained at that boxing gym for like 9-10 years, and I just grew up hanging out with that family because I would always go to like their barbecues of the fights they'll have fights at their house. You know what I'm saying? We'd watch all the big boxing fights there. Everyone would pull up there, and Ohgeesy used to always be there. And then as I started getting older, I started throwing big parties in my city, and Ohgeesy would always pull up to the parties. He'd always be there. He'd sleep at my house and shit. You know, it's just crazy, bro. Like we've been like,
that's wild.
Me and Ohgeesy got some crazy stories.
Now he's performing for sold out crowds. Like every time he even steps on the stage,
now he gets
crazy.
like 100,000 a show, bro.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying?
You see, y'all don't ever give up on what y'all doing in y'all dreams because it can happen, you know what I'm saying? Even if you gotta sleep on your homie's floor that just happens to be a producer, that just happens to know how to do this.
That might be the next Drake in 10 years, you don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
But yeah, so I met Ohgeesy back then. That's how I got tapped in with him. And then one day randomly, I'm sorry, bro.
There you go.
He's like, fucking
it's
hate.
That killer.
He's like, I hate potheads. You know, that's how it is when you don't smoke weed, bro.
Nah, I'm not anti.
When you don't smoke weed, you hate people that don't smoke. You know, you hate that shit. Like,
I'm not.
Hate people that smoke.
I'm good. I just like that you got it ventilated in here because usually I'm trapped in sessions where the AC don't work and I'm just like, I'm high and I gotta go home. I have anxiety and I don't like this.
It's crazy. It's crazy because every time I quit smoking weed, I hate when people smoke weed.
Yeah. I'm just a second.
You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
don't
weird,
understand
bro.
why I get secondhand though. Like I feel like it might be all in my mind, but sometimes it's when I'm being hotboxed, like by Wiz or anybody that's like that, like there's nothing that you could do. By the time you get out, like it happened with Five. It happened with your boy Five.
Yeah.
I'm in the studio in the front room, we recording a song. And he's just like, there's just no AC. He's smoking these big baseball bat size, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, like by the half of it, I'm like rapping this song and I'm like, I got it. This is hard. And then I'm like, I forgot everything. I don't even know what I'm doing. Am I even rapping here right now? And then he looks at me, he's like, you feeling it, huh? And I said, bro, I gotta step outside. I stepped outside, I'm like, touching my heart. I'm like, I can't hear my heart. I'm high. And I started tripping and I'm like, yo, I gotta call for a ride home, bro. I'm like, how am I gonna get home? Cause I can't drive this car that I borrowed. Like, this is crazy. I'm about to crash somebody's car. Like, you know, in LA, people don't be driving like that. Like, I'm from New York, so when I first came here, like, driving was like anti for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was weird. And then when I came, I was just like, 5, don't ever smoke around me again, bro. Like,
you hated
it's
that
too
shit.
heavy. If not, unless it's in a well-ventilated room,
Do you get anxiety off of weed?
I don't know, because back in the day when I used to smoke, it wasn't like that. It was like just the same type of weed. It was like Purple Haze, Trippie, like it was like, I'm Hydro. That was like the 3 weeds that we had in our time.
I don't know what it was like back in the day, because I started smoking when I was 21.
Nah, but y'all, what they have is like genetically enhanced on some other stuff, so it depends on what they're dealing with, and then that'll cause me to act certain ways, because there's been in sessions that I've been in that you know, you really don't have a choice. If the producer smokes or the artist that you're doing a feature with or whatnot, smoke, you just in a session, bro. You got paid to be there, you're recording, you know what I'm saying? So you don't really have a choice. So depending on how it makes you feel, but some of them, they'll be smoking them downers, you know what I'm saying? Like they'd be smoking indicas, and I don't like the way that makes me feel. It just makes me feel like I'm tripping.
Yeah, weed's not for you, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think it's because I have a lot of energy and stuff like that, and then for me, I feel like it kind of slows down my creative process, opposed to people that do it, and then it speeds up their creative process, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I love weed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, hey, well, sponsorships, you know?
I just like it.
Holla at DJ Flip if y'all.
Medically, it helps me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I met Jeezy back in the day. He used to come to all my parties. We used to always hang out. I used to hang out with his family. We used to hang out a lot, bro. And you know, we didn't talk for a couple years. He started rapping, I guess, and then when I was like, I think this was recent, like I think I was like 26 or 25. Like I was already getting old, bro. I'm 29 right now, so like 4 years ago, or 5 years ago, I guess when Shoreline started getting kind of hot. I was in some studio, my boy DJ Boss's house. He had this big ass studio there, and they were playing Shoreline songs, and I seen fucking Ohgeesy on the video. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even know he rapped like that. I just seen this shit, and I was like, what the fuck?
This is my homie I grew up with.
I was like, this is Junior. That's what everyone calls him, you feel me? And his family used to call him Junior, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I didn't mean to put my boy on blast like that, but that's my boy. He don't give a fuck, dog. He ain't gonna trip on that, you know what I'm saying? Everyone used to call him Junior, so I seen it, I was like, what the fuck, that's Junior right there? I said that, I was like, holy shit. I was like, what the hell? Like, what the fuck? Like, bro's like, he rapping
blowing
and shit.
up right now.
Yeah, I think it had like 50K views. I'm sorry, bro.
No, you good.
Let me put this away real quick.
See, it's real life, man, on this show, man.
Bad,
you never know, you might get calls. You be a super producer, you getting calls. You know, people want hits. They need records. You know what I'm saying? They need you.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, I seen this video on YouTube at the studio, right? And that shot like 50K views on it or something. I don't know. It had that many views. He wasn't big yet like that. So I checked my phone, and I was like, I still got this fool's number. Like, he never changed it. Yeah. And I haven't changed my number either since I was a little kid. So I was like, I know he got the same number. So I go on my phone list, and I search his name up, FaceTime him, he answers. I was like, bro, like, let's get in the lab, bro. We never worked, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I didn't know you rap like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? This shit's hard. And he's like, oh, let's get it. He's like, yeah, I've been seeing your shit. You doing your thing, Flip. Like, because my shit's already starting to go up.
Yeah, you was up already. Your numbers was up.
Yeah. So that's when he pulls up. He pulls up probably a couple weeks later. He comes with the whole stink team. There's like 15 people in the fucking studio, bro. Him, Phoenix, and like 15 other people. Draco's brother, Ralphie the Plug. Yeah. And Draco was in jail at this time. And everybody was in the studio, bro. Just the whole, like, everyone. That was like 20 fucking people, dog. And that's when we made this song called Who Are You? And that shit blew up, you feel me? And so that's how me and Shoreline started working, because I already had fucking Ohgeesy's number.
Right.
You feel me? I already had it. I didn't have to go on Instagram and hit him up. I already had his fucking number.
That's crazy.
From back in the day. It's weird, bro. I swear to God, I had his number from 10 years ago, dog, like 20 years ago. Like,
Yeah,
same
people
number.
never know how it's full circle. Full circle is crazy.
I FaceTime and he answered, and we got in the lab, made Who Are You? And then we started making more songs. Now we got hella shit that blew up.
That's
like 40 million views and shit, like big shit, you know?
Mm-hmm. 40 million views,
Yeah.
50
I
million
think
views.
Perk Popper got like, on Spotify alone, probably like 30 million or some shit.
Wow. And there's people out there, there's artists out there that's getting 50 views, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, it be like that, bro.
it be like that, right? It takes like, what's your best advice to artists that got like 50 views to 100 views that's trying to become like the next Ohgeesy, you know, out here in LA?
Stop worrying about views, you know? If you worry about views, stop worrying about views and throw shows.
Throw shows, right?
Throw shows, even if you're a nobody and there's 10 people that pull up. Like, you can go rent a little hall, a little venue. You can rent anything, you know what I'm saying, for a low price. And you can go hustle with you and another friend, two friends, and you guys can go sell these tickets, bro, in the street. Or, you know what I'm saying? You can bring a big artist out. You can rent a little space out, bring an artist out to headline, and then you can sell all these fucking tickets with your friends, hustling this shit. Because if you hustle it, you'll sell them all, bro. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. There's no excuses, bro. Like, you can sell all your tickets by hustling.
Easily.
Wake up at 6 a.m. and don't come
Just
back
be out there, yeah,
home
don't
until
come
these
back.
shits are till they gone. Even if it takes a month to sell. You know what I'm saying? Just have your game plan, bro. Throw shows in your city. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take much to do that. Because that's how you take over your city, man.
It's crazy.
Like, a lot of artists,
they're not even doing
They
that, but
sleep
they're
on-
hustle.
sleep on
They're
that
hustle.
shit.
They don't realize
They
the
tryna
old
sell
school
drugs
way. They don't realize the old school way is still the way. You know what I'm saying? For even if it's just the internet, they think that boosting their, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people pay for those views, man, and pay for plays and stuff like that, and then they still go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Or you still never heard of them, no matter how many plays they pay for.
it's crazy, bro, because a lot of people, this is for the people that are going to be like, if I throw a show in my city, I'll get killed. They'll try to kill me. Like, okay, don't throw it in your city. Go
Right.
to another city. You feel me? And throw the fucking show. Like, come on, bro.
Go
Like,
to another city, a
like,
random city. Go to Nebraska.
Go to
somewhere.
a different state and throw a show. Like, why? There's no excuses, bro.
Yeah.
Take over a city. It's like first. Like, that's what you got to focus on, is taking over your city. You feel me? Before you're trying to get this deal and all that.
And try to
You
get
know,
to the world.
Be
and
the
stuff like
hottest
that.
guy in your town or in
Right.
another town. Just be the hottest motherfucker.
You can
there.
even be the hottest guy in your county.
Yeah, be the hottest guy. If they're gonna kill you in your own city, go to another city. Move, bro, and take that shit over. Like, take your career serious. If you take your career serious, you take your shit serious, you'll do it, bro.
So you heard it from him.
You feel me?
You know
A
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
people just fucking lazy, dog.
Right.
And they
it's
just don't believe in
But
themselves.
if you're
You gotta
lazy,
be crazy, bro.
Yeah, if you're lazy, this ain't for you.
You gotta be a little crazy.
Like,
in the head.
you'll be stressed out. You'll be stressed out if you think that this happens overnight. You know they say it's mandatory 10 years before you do anything in any profession. Like, you got to put 10 years in.
And let me tell you, bro, like people like us, like them, like the camera guys, the directors, I'm telling you, bro, like everyone, we're all a little crazy.
Right. There's nothing
You know what I'm
really
saying?
normal. Yeah, we all got a little
Normal people
off.
don't think this way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
So
We're
you
all
have
crazy.
to have, yeah.
Like, no disrespect to my sister. She has like her bachelor's degree and all that. She's cool, you know, she has her degree, has a regular life.
Yeah.
The way I think is crazy to her, probably. You feel me? Because I think crazy. I'm
Is it
like, fuck
really-
that. I'm going to work 20 hours today. Fuck 8. Or
Yeah,
10.
it kind of makes no
I'm
sense.
going to work 20.
Yeah, I'm just not going to sleep at
I'm not
all.
going to sleep all week. I'm going to work all week, you know? Like, I'm just saying, we're a little crazy to
But
know
that's
people.
the grind, though, man.
So you gotta be, dog. You
When
gotta be a
have
little
that
crazy.
I want to work all week mentality, you're going to go. It is nothing going to stop you because, you know,
You're a little
somebody
crazy,
like Diddy.
bro.
But think about how Diddy works.
Crazy ass fool.
You heard what he says.
For real.
There's interviews, it's public. Puff works more than anybody. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? If you sleeping 8 hours a night, you're not gonna make it in this entertainment industry in any form or fashion.
If you meet my other sister, she's a little crazy. And she's P. Diddy chef.
Wow,
You know, we're just talking about him. You know,
Yeah.
she's Puffy chef.
it's crazy.
Yeah, she's his fucking personal chef, bro. She's at his house every day. you
But
know what
just
I'm saying?
imagine how creative, like how she does with the cooking and everything.
She's a little crazy,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She worked longer than normal people.
Yeah, we might have to have her on the show.
Yeah, I
Just-
will. I'll bring her on here.
Just for her to cook, or we'll just go to
Bro,
the
she's
kitchen.
the nicest person
We
ever.
could do the interview in the kitchen, and then we could just cook. You know,
Bro,
And she gotta let me try to cook something too. Though, because,
Bro,
you know,
she
I
will
might
make
be
you
able
the
to learn, you know what I'm
craziest
saying?
shit. She's
you
cooked
know,
for fucking
hot.
Will Smith, Dan Bilzerian. She was his chef for a minute.
Oh, this is gonna be great. We can't give them more exclusives of that. Like
Yeah.
that's
My
that's
sister's
in the
like,
future,
she's
right,
she's,
Brian? It's in the future.
She's plugged in with she has no followers or nothing like that. Like, she's not even famous. Like, she's just plugged in somehow.
It's just the gift though. It's just what happens when you just know how to
But
whip up the pot like
I'm
better
proud of
than
her.
anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
so fire, man, to have even more talent in the family and a different side of things that people ain't looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just fire.
She's the nicest. I'm telling you. I'll bring her on here, bro.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
let you
gonna be
interview her.
dope. That's gonna be dope.
Because nobody's really ever like talked to her
No,
like
but
that. and
people
shit like
don't
that.
want to talk, like, for me, people don't want to talk to chefs and do different things. I want to go in the kitchen. We set up chairs, high chairs in the kitchen. We talk about the process of making these meals and stuff like that, because I'm a foodie, man. I don't know about everybody else back at home and everybody that's listening right now. I love eating food.
She'll make
bro,
some.
premium.
She makes crazy shit.
I already know.
But I ain't gonna cap, bro. My girl, like my runner for her money.
Shit. We might have to put the battle.
to my sister.
We
I love
hey,
you,
we
but,
might have to put the battle live on the show.
but like my wife, man, like
But
she
you
get down, bro.
But it's biased though, because it is your wife, because she might have to.
Hey, bro, yeah.
She might smoke you if.
Shout out my wife. It's crazy, bro. I'm about to have another baby, so.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on that too, man. That's
Thank you,
heavy,
bro.
man. Another
Thank
big.
you, dog.
That's another attribute right there.
Number 5.
5. Top 5.
Number 5, bro.
Crazy,
I can't move my
man.
middle finger. Yeah, number 5, man. I'm sorry, it's some gas, bro. And
Petrol.
it really, like I said, it helps me. Like, I like being focused and hope I didn't burn this.
Nah, because I could see your whole energy change from that, from being fidgety when we first started to being like
Calm.
now you're locked in and chilling. So in life, not even in life, let's say musically, what was something that you did that you feel like it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like it could have impacted everybody's career or the artist's career that you was working on, and you feel like you was underappreciated in that, you know? And no shade to nobody, but you know,
I
you
feel like
just kinda
everything
felt-
is everything I've done except Boosie's records has been like that.
Why you think that?
I feel like, cause I feel like I don't know, bro. I feel like a lot of rappers don't like tagging producers, bro. They don't like showing them love. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of shit is. Are you talking about like I'm
Yeah, why do you feel that? I'm
underappreciated
talking about
or just
you.
the song?
I'm talking about you.
Oh yeah.
Because the show's called Underappreciated.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
so I've definitely felt underappreciated because I made a lot of these guys famous, bro.
Right.
And I've never gotten like
Your
not
credit
even a
and your
thank
credit
you or
due.
like, you know, thanks for the beat, Flip, I fuck with you, or like, yo, you know, or connect me. You don't have to pay me or nothing, but you know, we're fucking with you. You know, if I'm fucking with you, I'm just fucking with you. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna be like, hey, bro, shoot me 50 bands. You know, I'm
Yeah,
just
but you
fucking
just
with
gonna
you.
alley-oop, but you'll alley-oop business. Like you different.
Yeah.
You'll be like,
Like,
yo,
send someone
come,
my way
come to the
or-
studio and get in the session with them.
Or send someone my way, or fucking tag me. You know, tag me on Instagram. Give me, because someone's gonna follow me and then someone's gonna get some services off me, or now I'm gonna make money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
But credits are important
Credit,
in
bro.
music. Credits are important
Credit.
in music because if you're not getting your credits, period, like your BMI and stuff like that
Yeah.
attached, like a lot of people don't know that. They'll just be in the studio.
Bro, I got
people
into
do
it with
stuff
Trippie
and,
Redd years
you know.
ago like this. After we made these songs, he went on Instagram. We like posting videos about each other, going crazy.
I think I remember that.
Bro, yeah.
But y'all was going back and forth online. That was
yeah.
viral.
That was years ago. Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
like some dumb shit, and it's all over credit, bro. I wasn't getting tagged. No one, you know what I'm saying? They were just putting produced by, it was because a lot of these songs were produced by me and 1200.
Mm-hmm.
So they would just say produced by 1200, and I'm like, nah, I made this shit with, like, you know what I'm saying? Where the fuck, why the fuck is my name not on there? You know?
Right.
So I kind of snapped on Trippie, and like we just kind of like, you know, he was like, we were tripping on each other, like it was just bad. It kind of went viral, bro.
For real?
And then yeah, I kind of regret that, like just because it's like that shit just seems childish.
Right.
You know, and I look back now, I'm like, that shit was stupid, bro.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
it gets you, you know, trials and tribulations get you
Yeah.
to where you at today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you didn't go through that, you probably wouldn't have became who you are today. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And you still haven't you're not even reached your final
Yeah.
stage yet.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You like, every time I see you, it's like you just starting. It's crazy. Every time I see you, it seems like you just starting. Like your drive, it's like you just starting every time I see
Yeah.
you. And that's why I look up to that. You know
Thank
what I'm
you,
saying?
bro.
That's fire.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
I like
hungry,
to
bro.
Yeah, I don't want to just lose it no matter what success brings in life and stuff like that. I just don't want to like lose my drive. And then I look up to that. That's fire. Like everything that you do.
Thank you, bro.
The moment I came to the studio, I was like, yo, I got to do some hits in here with my boy because it's crazy because I was underappreciated a lot, you know what I'm saying? Coming up with my stuff and doing things and being on television and getting my stuff, but no one knows, you know what I'm saying? All my music was like, I've probably been on every network my music.
But I see you everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? But then it's
Motherfuckers everywhere.
I'm not getting the credit. Like sometimes you don't get the credit or they don't know it's me. So it's like, how do you get the masses? You know what I'm saying? Not just your peers, your friends. Like, cause one of my homegirls was like, yo, all you know is like guys like you and like people like the people that support you are lit.
Yeah.
Like how do you get the people that are not lit? Like just the crowd to know who you are and know that this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Than them just listening to the music and then not knowing who to support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's some key information. We got to be able to drop that gem on them and let them know that, because I don't even know how to do that.
Shit, how to just get regular people to fuck with you, right?
Right.
Basically, yeah, bro. Just, I feel like if music's good, people are gonna fuck with it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
It don't matter if it's 1 or 5 or 5,000
Eventually.
or 5
Eventually.
million.
You know what I'm saying? And see, I'm weird, bro. Like, I'm crazy. Like, I really believe in energy, dog.
Mm-hmm.
So
Me
I
too.
can only give gems on like shit from my personal experiences, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can't like just say, hey, this is how you do it, or like, no, like I speak on like how I feel and what I believe in. So I really think that if shit's gonna happen for you, it's gonna happen for you, no matter what.
Happen. No matter
regardless,
what,
whether
not
you
even
go
knowing
this
how
way
it's
or
gonna
this
happen,
way,
it
my
just
boy,
happens.
it's gonna happen. And I really believe in it's gonna happen if you're a good person and at heart.
And you just lead with love to begin with.
And you just, I feel like it's gonna happen and you're gonna be blessed. Even if it doesn't happen, you'll be blessed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just believe in just being happy, bro. And the way to do it is by just being a good fucking person, bro. And working hard, bro.
Can't say it any
I
better.
feel like, you know,
But
I just, that's what I believe in, dog.
You couldn't say it any better. So just to, you know, to conclude things and just how I like to conclude things on this vibe in this show.
Yeah.
Here, on behalf of your boy Garments, Fox Sports, iHeartRadio, we just want to let you know at the Underappreciated Podcast, you're appreciated, my brother.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
Love you,
I
dog.
mean that. Love you
Appreciate
too,
it,
bro.
bro.
Like this is fire. And just to give them a little treat back at home for the people that are like, the listeners ain't gonna be able to see this unless you go look at the video, but we gonna make a beat for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I feel like making a hit. I feel like making a hit right now in front of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Cooking in front of you quick like Benny Hannes. You know what I'm saying? You know the little guy that be doing the little volcano with the little choo 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 with the onions and shit. Like, that's us. That's us. The ones with the hats. That's what we do. So we'll probably just call Khalid, call a gang in here. You know what I'm saying?
Let's call the gang in here.
Motion.
Yup, yeah. But don't even have the snare yet. Let's probably come after. And then we just snare, turn it up with the motion. It's like,
When I walk inside the spot, don't get extorted. In a room full of sheep, I been goated. Ay. When I rap inside the booth, I'm getting throaty. Ay. On my Lil James shit, give me my moment. Ay. Yeah, it's all about the process, I'm growing. She said it's all about the bass and the
DJ Flip, make the money flip.
She make the dick disappear, hocus pocus. 2 girls, both arms, you can tell I'm getting motion. This shit real life, so I never have to post it. Man, you can tell I'm getting motion. Motion, 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 motion. That ass giving motion. Motion, 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 motion. Seasick from the motion. Motion, 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 motion. Tell a friend I'm getting motion. Motion, motion. Most seasick from the motion. Motion, 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 motion. That ass, give it. When I walk inside the spot, don't get extorted. In a room full of sheep, I been goated. When I rap inside the booth, I'm getting throaty. On my Lil James shit, give me my moment. Yeah, it's all about the process, I'm glowing. She said it's all about the bass and the low end. Leather jacket in the summer, I'm the coldest. And I do it with no pin, but I be bowling. Yeah. When it comes to the law, you be folding like laundry. In between the cheeks, I be parallel parking. See the bigger picture in proportion. Get your camera out, you won't see this shit often. Motion.